Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning out there to you. I am meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Thanks as always for starting off your morning out here with Mississippi Live Weather, and also Merry Christmas Eve out there to you. I hope you and yours have a good Christmas holiday this season, starting with today. Let's get you out the door. If you're up early with us, you might have to be hitting the road early this morning. This is a live look over in Tupelo. This camera brought to us by the North Mississippi Storm Chasers. They lend us their camera network. Also brought to us by Mitchell Cunningham Bowling. Love to get a live look over Tupelo this morning because take a look at this. You can't even see really the city. You're seeing a top of a building right here. Everything else covered by fog. So some patchy fog out there this morning. That's the main story if you're having to get out and about this morning, is we're looking at patchy fog, not only setting up in Tupelo, but across the region for a majority of us. Temperatures in the middle 50s there. Let me show you another live look. This is over in Aberdeen. Now this camera has gotten significantly better since our 6:30 show. If you were here with us then, this was pretty foggy. Now just kind of seeing it off in the distance. So we do know as the sun starts to rise, we see better conditions in terms of fog. The sun kind of bleeds the fog out of here. So that's some good news. As we get through the majority of the morning, this will begin to dissipate and go away, but still seeing it off in the distance and really seeing it in that Lee County Tupelo camera. Temperatures in the 50s. Over in Aberdeen. So if you are having to get out and about, we are seeing that fog take place. This is a look at our new tool here at Mississippi Live Weather, and our graphics system shows you where fog is kind of placed overnight. So I'm kind of looking at it stretching from Grenada, Monroe County, and north. Now, not saying a few other areas like over in Macon, the Golden Triangle region couldn't see it, but a lot of us up north seeing it a little bit more than others. Visibility concerns down to 0 in some places. And again, down in the Golden Triangle region, they're still seeing it too. Amory at 6, Tupelo at 3. So if you're headed out and about this morning, just make sure, take it slow, keep your beams on low. You know the deal by now. Temperatures across the board in the 40s and 50s this morning, region-wide. Looking like the same story, 51 in Birmingham, 56 in Atlanta, 53 here in Lee County, 60s up in Fayetteville, so even a little bit warmer up to our north. Taking it a little bit closer to home, we're in the 50s for the most part, some 40s too, 52 in Eupora, 52 in Grenada, 59 in Clarksdale, 40s from Starkville over into Columbus, Vernon, Alabama as well. Let's talk about your first 12 hours ahead for your Christmas Eve. Got any plans? Temperature is going to be in the upper 60s by 11. 70s are out here for your afternoon ahead. So another warm day, a lot like yesterday. Were you out and about yesterday? It was just downright warm, right? For December, it's going to be the same story today. But good days to get out and about with the kiddos if you have them at home still. Temperatures in the middle 70s at 1, low 70s by 5. 60s do return by 8. Your travel impacts today if you are hitting the roadways this Christmas Eve to make it somewhere by Christmas Day. Throughout a majority of the United States, central, southern, eastern United States, you're going to be good to go. Nothing that should impact your travel in terms of the weather today. However, the further west that you go, you will start to see some impacts from Colorado, Idaho, going into California, up into the state of Washington. Very high impacts. They are looking at a lot of rainfall falling in a very short amount of time, leading to some flooding concerns out west. So that's the only impacts I'm looking at today. If you know any loved ones traveling over there, they're going to be dealing with that. Majority of the United States looking good to go, though, in terms of your travel. Take a look at satellite and radar, seeing some clouds bleed into the area. That's going to be the story throughout your day ahead. Could see some drizzle this morning, light rain to drizzle, but I think a majority of us actually look to remain pretty dry. That's going to be the story throughout the back half of your Christmas Eve as well. So if you got any plans, maybe some Christmas Eve services, those look good to go. Going into your Christmas Day, dry all around North Mississippi, just dealing with a good mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. So that's some good news as well. Nothing that should inhibit your plans across the area. It is still going to be warm though, so don't pack the sweater, right? Going into Friday, we see a cold front come very close to our area, just enough to tease us and then head out. So it's not going to be making any impacts out there for your Friday as well. If you have any plans, even after Christmas, it's going to be dry and warm. That's going to be the story going over the next few days. Coming up next, though, we're going to talk about when a major cool or cold down, whatever you want to say, is coming. We're looking at much cooler conditions entering the forecast. If you have any New Year's Day, New Year's Eve plans, even though you won't need the sweater for Christmas, you're going to need it then. So we'll talk about just how cold things are going to be getting and when our next best chance of rain comes into the picture, all coming up right after this.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared. You're still in pre-tirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. This is pretirement.org.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
If you're a family of 4, 5,
or 6, 7,
Merry Christmas from
Mississippi Live Weather. That was good.
I think that was the one.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, you guys didn't do it. No, we didn't.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, good morning and welcome back into Mississippi Live Weather. We're live from the Room to Room Weather Center on your Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas Eve out there if you're just joining us. From all of us here at Mississippi Live Weather, we all wish you a Merry Christmas Eve. Hope you have a good one and a good Christmas holiday out there. The good news is not tracking much yet again on Mississippi Live radar this morning. I think we're just tracking some ground clutter around Lee and Monroe County this morning. We've been seeing this the past few mornings. Because we're looking at light rain to drizzle potentially in the morning hours, they have to set the radar beam pretty low to be able to see that and really get that on radar. So that allows for some ground clutter to take place around the radar beam. So I think that's all we're seeing out there this morning. Could though see some drizzle across the area coming up in your next few hours. Take a look over in Maben, lots of clouds. That's one thing you are for sure going to see out the door this morning. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s out there, 46 in Maben, lots of clouds you can see off in the distance. Cloud cover is going to be pretty prevalent today. Another live look, wanted to show you this one more time here in Lee County because you can really see that fog. You can see the top of that building, patchy fog setting up across the area. Still the same story here in Lee County. And across a lot of North Mississippi. So if you're traveling, especially along your side streets, looking for patchy fog out there, so just make sure to keep your beams on low, take it slow out the door this morning. This should dissipate in the coming hour. As for your airport delays, not tracking any, so if you know anybody hitting the skies for their Christmas plans or you're going to pick somebody up, I'm not tracking any major or moderate delays in all of our major airports across the United States, from San Francisco, LAX, all the way into Phoenix, Albuquerque, closer to home here at Memphis International, all the way up to the Boston Airport, down into the Miami Airport. Not looking at any major delays this morning. As for sticking here in North Mississippi, expect another warm day. Temperatures in the 60s by 9. We're middle 60s by 10. We're near 70 by 11. So what does that mean for our afternoon? We're going to be in the 70s. We'll talk about just how far we get into the 70s in the next coming days in just a minute. Take a look at your Futurecast. This is what I'm talking about. Very light rain. This showed up yesterday on Futurecast. Again, I think it's overdoing it a little bit, but what you need to know is going into your mid-morning all the way through around noon, you could run into some light rain to drizzle at best going throughout North Mississippi. This dries up noon and on. We're just looking at a good mix of sun and clouds throughout the rest of your day. So those Christmas Eve festivities you got going on tonight, if you're heading over to family a little bit early, or if you're heading off to those church services, I think you're going to be good to go this evening. Going overnight into your Thursday, into your Christmas day, not tracking any rain in any portion of the day through noon, through your evening as well. I'm just tracking a good mix of sun and clouds out there for your Christmas holiday. So nothing to impact you. Take your plans outside. It's going to be a nice afternoon for it, especially if you're wearing the t-shirt and shorts. It's definitely not a sweater holiday by any means. We're going to be in the middle 70s today and tomorrow. So definitely going to be warm out there. Again, mostly dry. Story's going to be remaining just how warm it's going to be on your Christmas holiday. We actually saw some areas around the region, not necessarily North Mississippi, but up in Jonesboro, Memphis, setting some records out there yesterday for their high temperatures. I don't think we're going to be getting that here in North Mississippi as we head over the next few days, just because our record is a little bit warmer than theirs. It's around 78. I hope we're not going to be getting to that. I'm thinking middle 70s here for us on your Thursday, but the 80s are around if you travel. Dallas, 82 on Christmas Day. 80 in Shreveport, 80 in Monroe. So definitely warm out there. 70s the further east that you go. So a lot of us in the 70s out there. Overall, a warm Christmas day all around. Not only here region-wide, but across a good portion of the United States, looking above their average for the Christmas holiday. I'm talking from out west, the plains, all the way into the eastern coastline, looking like a warmer than average Christmas holiday. High pressure in place. The jet stream up to the north, just overall keeping a majority of the United States very warm out there for the holidays. High temperatures over your next 7 days. I told you, eventually there's relief. However, it doesn't come in the next few days. Even if you don't have plans till Saturday, we're looking at highs in the middle 70s. Now, a little bit better on your Sunday. That's due to cloud cover pushing in and eventually rain pushing in. We're looking at a cold front coming in on Sunday, really going to drop our temperatures. We go from above average. That's how we do things here in North Mississippi, right? We go from well above average, 70s, our normal highs in the middle 50s, to below average. We're only going to be in the 40s. I think some of us could stick in the 30s on Monday, low 40s on Tuesday, middle 40s on Wednesday. So starting your upcoming work week, going into the new year, yeah, grab the coat. It is going to be chilly out there. Again, that comes with a chance of rain. We're watching this rain chance. Look, this is going throughout your Sunday. It's really not looking like that rain chance is going to get here until later on the day on Sunday. So if you have any Sunday plans, actually looking good to go out there. This rain is coming in a little bit later. We did think this was going to be around midday. Now models are coming in this morning saying it's going to be a little bit later out there. So we're thinking back half of Sunday evening into the overnight hours. That's when this rain's going to be making an appearance here in North Mississippi, bringing that cold air along with it. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Again, don't expect it just yet. 70s out there all the way through your Saturday. 70 on Sunday as well, with that rain returning in the back half of your day. And then Monday and Tuesday, yeah, it's going to be chilly out there as we head into January into 2026. We're looking at overnight lows as well, going back into the 30s and then below into the 20s on your Tuesday morning. So some cold air eventually arriving in the forecast. Make sure to tune in with us on your Christmas Eve holiday. We'll be live again in the next 15 minutes. We'll go over more about what's going on with that patchy fog and, of course, your full look at your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecasts all coming up right then.
The bravest thing that my dad has done has been going back to school.
It wasn't when he first enlisted, it was when he found his first support group.
The bravest thing she did is when she asked for help.